Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Clippers Latest, where we talk all things LA Clippers, quick, fast, and to the point. As you know, I'm your host with the most, Brandon Goggins, back here with another episode for you guys today. I hope that you guys are doing extraordinarily fantastic today. I got a lot of energy today because, I'm hyped to talk about some Clippers, man. Basketball season is, I'd like to think that it's officially underway. Not underwear, underway. That was a typo in my speech. Correct that in the the auto translation afterwards. But basketball is underway. Preseason is underway. Like, basketball is being played, y'all. Like, bro, I feel like, I don't know, I'm on this basketball high that, like, I can't really explain. But my sport is back. I love football. I love NFL. Don't get me wrong. Titans just got their first win today. But we're good, bro. The NBA's back. You can settle down now. But nah, for real, like, I hope that you guys are, just as excited as I am to watch not only basketball, but some Clippers basketball specifically. And for that, I do have some specific Clipper basketball information to share with you guys and to talk about and discuss. Remember, this is not, just an information-based video. This is transactional. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm gonna get that down. You know what I'm saying? I should have it down by now, but look, I'm human. I mess up. Like I said, I'm very jittery, very excited. I just have a lot to say, and sometimes that doesn't all come out in a formality, so to speak. But without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into it because, like I said, we got a lot to talk about. First, starting with this clip that I saw the Clippers drop. But that kind of tickled me a little bit writing this. But look, the clip was of Kawhi dribbling with the ball up top. It was a practice clip. We had Big Zoo at the high post, so he hit him at the high post. Zoo then turns around at the free throw line to a backdoor cutting Derrick Jones Jr. And he just so effortlessly threw the ball up there. Derrick Jones Jr., if you know, he's going to go get that mug anywhere. But it was so, it was just so poetic. And I was like, bro, there is going to be so much of this season. Like, we may see a lot of this specific play could be our go-to. Like, it could be our bread and butter because we have so many weapons that can run it. Like, think about it. You can plug in Harden, who will usually probably be at that point spot. I think Kawhi was just taking the ball up for the sake of the drill. I think Harden might have been guarding him, but I don't remember. But we could put Harden at the, we could have him at the top. Then we could have Collins at the post. And then we could have Derrick Jones Jr. again. Or we could have CP3 running the point. Brook Lopez standing at the high post. And have Collins be in that backdoor cut. We got options, yo. Think about it. Just think about it. And like the crazy, well, it's not really crazy because it's just good basketball, but like there were very minimal dribbles taken. Like Kawhi was dribbling it just to get his, placing, but he hit Zoo. I don't even think Zoo took a dribble because he just pivoted, threw it up. Derrick Jones Jr., you know what I'm saying? We don't need to do all that dribble. We can just move the ball. Bro, think about it. Like, it was just about moving the ball, making quick decisions, and being in the right spot at the right time. Who used to do that effortlessly? I actually can think of two teams that have done that effortlessly, moving without dribbling the ball an excessive amount of times. I'm talking about the Warriors dynasty, and I'm talking about the Spurs dynasty. That's right. You heard it. The 25-26 Clippers are the next variation of the Warriors and the Spurs. I kid. But, like, shoot, it could, you know what I'm saying? Never say never. You know what I mean? Like, that could happen. But, like, what I'm trying to say here is that, like, if we continue to emphasize this ball movement, moving without the ball, if you're in Collins or Derrick Jones Jr. spot, getting to your spots, knowing where your teammates are going to be before they even get there. That's what's emphasized here. And I know that it was a short clip, but it just got me so excited because, like, yes, like, that is what we need to be doing. Like, with our age, we don't need to be doing a whole lot of moving. So that's the perfect play to have, a guy that's like kind of, you know what I'm saying, not as, I mean, not as mobile, kind of mobile, pretty mobile, I should say, pretty mobile, pretty athletic, handling the rock. Then having our big, obviously, or whoever is running, the 4 or the 5 at the time, setting up in the high post, and then having a backdoor slasher who can get free and break, you know what I'm saying, get to a lob. I've seen the Nuggets run that play. I've seen the Warriors run that play, obviously. And I think that we can be not only like as good but better because we have better options that are doing it, and I firmly believe that. So I look forward to seeing that play a lot more often, and I think that it'll be something that will be critical to our offense. But hopefully teams don't start to figure us out. But I mean, it's basketball at the end of the day, and we have a lot of experienced guys, so we can adapt and overcome. Speaking of experienced guys, James Harden was the last player still working out after the Clippers practice today. He was doing some shooting drills, working inside the paint, practicing some finishing through the contact because, he likes to do that. He likes to get to the free throw line. So in order to do that, you need to work on it. But basically, he was just adding to his already deep bag and improving all facets of his game. As a Clippers fan, this is something that I love to see, man. It's something I love to see. And, I don't know if he was the first one in necessarily, but the old saying, first one in, last one out. But like, regardless, him staying behind to get extra reps is a testament to how serious he's taking this season. And like, look, I'm sure this isn't the first time that he's done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be great, you have to do this consistently. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar once said, quote, "The good and the great are only separated by their willingness to sacrifice." And I feel like that's exactly what James Harden is doing here, what he's been doing his whole career, because James Harden is for the sake of not trying to stir anything up on that topic, he is a top player of all time. And I'll leave it at that. But like I said, like that's what he's kind of doing here, like just showing that like, he's really like serious about this. Like we just talked about his love for basketball the other day. This is just like reinforcing that point. Like he could be doing out, like, what I'm saying, going out and enjoying his day, like, I don't know, hanging with his friends, kicking it, doing whatever James Harden does, because he still does do that. But he's staying in the gym, getting that extra work in, and I think that with that mindset and with him orchestrating most of the offense this year, we can expect nothing short of greatness from him, and I'm very excited to see how it all comes about. And also, somebody that I'm excited to see, the great Chris Paul. One of the beat writers, Joey Lynn, I think I've referenced him in a previous video. He was just doing some like, it might have been an open practice, I'm not sure, but either way, he got in contact with CP3 and he was asking him about, a message from Blake. Obviously, Chris Paul said that he got a message from Blake Griffin, or actually, I don't even know. I think it was a public message. Now that I think about it, because I feel like I saw it. But either way, Blake Griffin sent Chris Paul a message, whether that was direct or public, or probably both, after signing with the Clippers on Media Day, basically to congratulate him on being back in LA and playing another season, because this is year 21 for Chris Paul, which is insane. But obviously that means a lot because the two have a special bond from what they did for this organization. And CP3 said that the gesture was really dope and that he hopes Blake can come out to a game or two this year. You never know with Blake. But he also said that he still keeps in contact with DeAndre Jordan. They talk all the time. He also keeps in touch with JJ Redick, even though JJ is coaching the Lakers now, right down the road. He even mentioned that Matt Barnes, Jamal Crawford, and the rest of that Lob City crew are all still connected. And that really means a lot to me personally, because I don't know about you guys, but I really value camaraderie. I really value friendships, bonds, connections. And I can only imagine what it's like to still be tight with the guys you define an era with. Like, that's the type of bond that can't be duplicated. And, like, I got mad respect for all of them for, staying in touch. We all know that CP3 plans to retire after this season. He already announced it. But, hopefully, if it's possible, the whole Lob City gang, or at least most of them, can come to the Clippers' last regular season game and show some love for CP3. I know that DeAndre is still playing, and I know that JJ is coaching, so that might be complicated. But if schedules line up, man, that would be some special stuff right there. I would really appreciate that on CP3's behalf. I think that he deserves something like that. One of the greatest to ever play this game. Definitely one of the best point guards to ever play this game. So I think that it would be cool for, that to be a closing ceremony with the team that he probably is most remembered with, or by association. You get what I'm saying. But I'm here to talk about another Clipper legend. And while I don't know if you guys consider him to be, I've already given my opinion on this. I'm talking about Kawhi. I'm talking about the Claw. He said Kawhi was asked about, some other stuff from the offseason. But basically what I gathered was that he said that he expects to play in the Clippers' first preseason game, which is this Thursday. What day is it? It's Monday now. That's, bro, Clippers basketball is in 4 days. Bro, I'm so hyped, bro. Like, I cannot wait. I can't wait. But getting back on track, he made it clear that, it's what training camp is for. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get in shape, wants to get ready, wants to prepare for the season. And he also said it's important that everybody is participating in training camp from the start, unlike last year. And let's not forget, after we were eliminated from the first round last season, it made headlines that Kawhi kept on training until the end of June. And a lot of people speculated, even Lawrence Frake actually said that, like, it was to kind of emulate a finals run, what it's like for your body to keep on running until mid-June, maybe even late, depending on how far the series goes. But Kawhi said that it wasn't just about simulating a finals run, even though that is obviously the goal. He said that it was more about testing his body, keeping it strong, and making sure that he can handle that level of work. And you know what? I respect that, because it's not just about having goals. It's about having a system to achieve those goals. All those extra steps, all those extra reps, and all that extra training, it'll compile over time, and that'll build endurance for the long haul. Before you know it, June will be here. And I fully believe that the Clippers will still be playing basketball. And most importantly, Kawhi is going to be more than prepared for it. Not just prepared, more than prepared for it. And, that's music to my ears, man. I think that we're going to see a version of Kawhi that we haven't seen. That we kind of saw flashes of last season. But I really do think that we're going to see some, like, crazy stuff from Kawhi. And, like, quote me here. You can come back to this very video when I'm right. I don't want anybody to act surprised and be like, oh, I didn't know that Kawhi still had this in him. Wow, where was it? I already knew it was there. He had the plan. He just needed a platform. And as simple as that. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope that you all enjoyed. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Kawhi saying that, extensive training wasn't to emulate a finals run, but it still could, because that's the goal. Let me know if you think that the whole Lob City crew should show up for CP3's final game as a Clipper, or at least final regular season game, because, I expect us to be playing in April, May, and June. But that's neither here nor there. Leave your thoughts about Harden and his work ethic. I really think that, both what Kawhi and Harden said were both very powerful. And, this is exactly what you want to hear from the leaders of your organization. It means that they're serious. They're taking it serious. And they want to win. Like, that's really what it boils down to at the end of the day. And then let me know what you guys think about that play. Did I draw it out? Like, did I give you guys the imagery that you needed? Or do I need to start, like, showing the clips on my phone? Because, I got it right here. But, let me know if I need to start doing that. But hopefully you guys get what I'm, like, trying to paint. Dude handling the ball up top. Somebody posts up at the high post. If you don't know what that is the free throw line. They hit them at the high post. They turn around. Somebody is either cutting from the back baseline or the left baseline or the right baseline for a lob. Throw it up. They dunk it. Play as simple as that. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. As always, don't forget to hit that like button if you did enjoy. And of course, consider subscribing if you are new here. It will be greatly appreciated. we're slowly growing, slowly but surely. But like, I'm enjoying the ride, and I really appreciate all you guys that engage. Um, I like having fun with this, and it's been an interesting journey so far, and it's only about to pick up from here. So let's do this thing. But as always, y'all be easy, y'all stay sleazy, and you already know what to do. Keep it capital P. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take it easy. Peace.